Okay, so I don't have too much to say with this video, so this is going to be relatively short, and also it's being recorded at 12:47 in the morning, but the Game Awards just happened and some really cool stuff was shown off. We got another Ghost of Tsushima trailer, which looks really cool. We got a reveal trailer for Godfall, the PS5 launch title, which looks cool from what we saw, but I won't be quick to judge. Sekiro won Game of the Year, which was awesome. I'm happy for it. It was the same thing like with last year when God of War won. It wasn't my direct pick to win, but I was still happy it did. However, arguably the biggest announcement to come from the Game Awards this year was that Microsoft finally came out and showed off the new Xbox console. There was... it's supposed to launch at the end of next year with Halo Infinite. There was a little Halo Infinite shot in there, so that got me kind of excited. At E3 2019, the next Xbox console was called by its codename Project Scarlet. Here at the official announcement, it's called the Xbox Series X. What the fuck? It looks like a fucking mini fridge as well. I'll get into my first impressions now, starting off with the name. Like I just said, the Xbox Series X is not a good name for a video game console, and this might sound kind of harsh, what I'm about to say, but out of all the mainstream consoles, this might be the one with this might be the least catchy name with the least ring to it out of all of them. There are so many names that would have fared better for this. Literally anything. It sounds like the name of a sports car, not a video game console. Microsoft would have been better off naming this thing the Xbox 2, which sounds bad enough already. There's not any creativity in that name, just none whatsoever. The Xbox Series X just doesn't click. The Xbox 360 had an actual ring to it as a name. So did the original Xbox. Even the Xbox One had a ring to it. But the Xbox Series X is just... no. I've talked about as much as I can for the name, but it really doesn't sound good. So now let me get into like the power of the console and everything. So the Xbox Series X, while it looks like a mini fridge, and I'll get into that in a second, it apparently is going to be a very powerful console. Apparently the specs are quite great. The CPU is 8-core targeting software somewhere around GHz. A GPU and a custom processor. It also apparently has 12 teraflops, 16 total gigabytes of RAM, and custom storage. The GPU is twice as powerful as it was on the Xbox One. It's really beefy, whereas the CPU is 4 times as powerful as it was on the Xbox One X. The Xbox One X is using a solid-state drive that's apparently going to reduce load times for games heavily, which... thank God, that might have been the best news I've heard so far about the console as far as the hardware goes. Now let me talk about the design. The design, oh boy. The design is by far the most memed part of the whole console, and rightfully so. It looks like a goddamn refrigerator. The controller looks mostly the same as the Xbox One controller, which honestly I'm totally fine with. The Xbox One controller was actually really nice and comfortable. A lot of people are saying the design of the console looks like a PC, which I can kind of see. It does work horizontally, Microsoft has confirmed that. There's a vent on top of it, so that's good for the cooling. I don't want any red ring PTSD, and it doesn't look like we're getting any from it here. Which is nice. Some of the memes I've seen surrounding the design of the Xbox Series X are just downright hilarious, though. It does look huge, like something you could fit the whole entire Wayne Manor into. Jesus, I can't... this is what happens when you record at, fucking midnight. Games, backwards compatibility, / games. So right now, apart from a select number of games, the Xbox Series X doesn't have much to show off in terms of games, at least not many new ones. Apparently backwards compatibility is a thing on this console, but this time with every Xbox One game, so that's neat. A lot like the Wii U did with Wii games and the Wii did with GameCube games. There are a number of games that have been announced. The new Hellblade game, obviously Halo Infinite, but apart from that, there really isn't anything. Phil Spencer did say they are working on making more exclusives for the Xbox Series X that are better than they were for the Xbox One, which I hope he's being serious and that isn't just something he's contractually obligated to say to sell the console. Although something gives me a gut feeling that he's just saying it for sales. Overall, the console looks promising, but I'll wait before I make any big decision, and I'm never buying a console at launch, no matter who makes it or what console it is. My rule of thumb is 3 months past release. Alright, well, that's it. This video was recorded late, and I've got to upload it now, and then just go to sleep. Finals are approaching, and I'm doing my best to balance school with making videos, so I hope you guys at least, like, just kind of notice that. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys soon.